Oh, I love
the song. I work from 9 to 5. Hey, hell, I pay the price. All I want is to be left alone in my average home.
You know this one?
I do. I'm just trying to remember the words.
It always feels like somebody's watching me, and I get no privacy.
Oh.
Why do I like that song today? Because that's what Instagram Stories is about. No privacy.
Well, Tracy called it.
Yay,
Tracy called it. Nobody's watching me.
Good job.
And you know what? You want people watching you.
You do.
The more people, the better. I find it fascinating when they're like, oh, but if I post, somebody will see it.
That's right.
Yes, they will. And that's the point.
And that's why it's, the song says, and I have no privacy. Yeah, you don't. That's the real world right now. So get over it. Get on your social media. Use it for your benefit. Otherwise, the only time somebody will see a post is people posting about you. Can't control that one.
Well, one thing I said I think it was a couple of years ago in a training, and I said, you want people talking behind your back. Right. And they went, what? And I'm like, yeah, so you can control the narrative, or they can control the narrative. But people are going to be talking around behind your back, and that's what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. So let them talk about how great you are at singing.
Maybe not that.
All right, back to business. It's Tech Tuesday. Woo-hoo.
I love Tech Tuesday because I love sharing really cool tools. Mine is it was one of those really weird, a few years ago, random links pop into my feed and stuff. And I found this and I was like, oh. I don't know if you use this one. I use it. I look at it every day. Yeah. I don't know. I can't say I use it to post every day. It just depends on where I am in my strategy and planning in regards to social media.
Well, I think it's a great one for people that are afraid still of posting on their own and they don't know what to say. And so it's really good on that end. I used to use it all the time. I still look at it once in a while. But it's really fabulous for those of you who are kind of just starting out. So drum roll.
Grapevine. So Grapevine has so many applications. Grapevine as a site basically curates or pulls in feeds from all over the internet. And you can, up in this little corner here, you get to control your interests of, I love things around live video and technology and podcasting and all of that kind of stuff. So that makes sense, obviously, in my brain. So for me, I look at this every day, not necessarily as a place to post and pull articles all the time, but I also look at it for research. So literally, this is articles from the past day, from the past hour, 3 days, whatever it is, because the challenge that I have is that I can Google something, but I'm coming up with articles across the internet are like 3 years old from 2008. They're no longer relative, but I know that these ones have been posted in the past day. So they're current.
Yep.
And you can control the topics that you bring in. So depending on your industry, you can choose your own topics and it makes your own feed. Right. And when I love this one because it talks about, I'm not sure I love the fact that it says, or old standbys by LinkedIn, but I think LinkedIn can be a new standby. It's kind of cool. But basically, if I click on it, it opens up in a new window and I could take this link and post it. You can tell I was looking at webcams 3 hours ago. And this is why Best Buy is coming up because I was looking on their site.
That's a pretty good price, $129.
That's a great price for that, right? Yeah. Anyway, so you can look through the article. And then you could take it and you could post it to as a LinkedIn article. If you wanted to put your own feedback on it and put the link, you can do it as a LinkedIn post. You can put it on your Facebook page. There's so many different ways that you can use external articles. But I've seen new, like obviously the bigger names in social media will post about maybe a new feature that you don't even know about within your industry. And you'll see an article on it, which is really cool. So it's a great way to stay up to date. I do want to warn you, because I feel like I have. Well, number one, this is free. You just go to the link, search grapevine6.com. But I do want to warn you, the challenge with this is you'll see a title of an article. You'll click on it.
Yeah.
You'll post it, read the article first.
Yes, please.
All the way to the end. Because the last thing you want is to post an article that goes completely against your own philosophy and business sense.
Yeah. It's a very cool thing. One of the key strategies in blogging is to take somebody else's blog, to add something on the top of the blog, so your take on it, and then to post it. So you're not only getting backlinks and a lot of SEO from it, but it also gives you an opportunity to look like you're posting a lot more. So it's a really great tool if you're really a little skittish still about what should I talk about. If you don't have anything, you just, what's the latest and greatest in whatever your field is.
And that's this. So I pull articles. Sometimes I post articles and sometimes I don't. Like I said, it just depends. A few times a month, I like to post a recent article about something in my industry on LinkedIn. So I pull from here. But you're right. Sometimes I don't have anything to post.
Yeah.
I don't want to do a video on my own. I don't want to write my own blog. So here's a collection of content that you can use in a variety of different ways. But remember, because we were talking about Instagram,
right?
Just remember that that link. There's only one link in Instagram, so be careful of doing a post on Instagram with the link to an article.
So for Instagram stories purposes, this is really inspiration for you, right? So if you can't think of something to talk about that day, just pick something that's recent, that's in the news, because chances are if it's showing up here, it's probably on a Twitter hashtag. It's probably getting a lot of play. So it's a great opportunity for you to speak about it.
Well, it's interesting because you'll probably see later an Instagram story that says, I saw this article today. It was just written and the title was Old Standbys Like LinkedIn. And then I'm going to give my opinion as to why I was like, hey, that was an inspiration to me.
Yeah.
So again, it's a great place. And again, what I like about it is, for me, I use the fact that these articles have been posted very, very recently. They're not 5 and 10 years old.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions? Like what type of articles are in there? Why don't you go through the buckets a little bit, Stacy? Like what they can choose from?
So if you go here, I'll just go in here. So I could add, I don't know, speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And I could add that. So that's one of my interests. You just add them, you click done, and then it refreshes your feed. Right. So you can add anything and it's just going to pull keywords from articles that have been all over the internet.
That's pretty exciting stuff, right? Like it's very cool to be able to do that because, again, Stacy's right. When you go to most people have their default, they go to Google and, then you get an article from 1994 or something, right? You're like, that's not a date.
Well, I can't with technology stuff. No. And I know you, like, I'll Google something like how to do something because I just can't quite figure it out.
Yeah.
And it's an article from 1997. And I'm like, I'm sorry, that doesn't work for me.
So when you're when you're on YouTube, if you're doing because I always, like Stacy does the same. If we can't figure out something, we just go on YouTube because somebody's figured it out. So they'll have videos, but the first thing I look at before I even read about the video is what date it was made. So if it was like 2019 or 2020, I'll go. But anything before that, I already know it's out of date for a technology purpose, right? But then there's stuff that are, perfect forever. Like if you know how to plunge a toilet.
But you know what? The plunger has not changed since the beginning of time. So Linda, I encourage you. She's just saying it's not pulling. Set your interests. It does also pull by location. So I get a lot of sports related stuff from Toronto area because that's where I am. So just let it curate again, or just make sure your interests are a little bit more defined.
Yeah.
And it may take a bit to go through.
Yeah, it's going to take a couple of days or a couple of weeks to make sure that, it's starting to pull the right things. But you also have to, if you want more specific, be specific with your keywords. right?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
you have an opportunity to be very clear about them. So, you might be able to, like, so Stacy said speaking. Well, she could say speaking, stage speaking. She could say video speaking. She could be, podcast. Like, it could be very defined based on what she's looking for.
And actually, the way that Teresa just said actually is perfect. So basically, you teach it what to find what you're looking for.
Yeah,
and that's actually exactly it. You pick your interests, and it does a feed for you of recent stuff. Now, there's a lot more to this. I don't want to go into all the things, but you can schedule posts and stuff like that. Personally, I don't like this particular platform for that. I like what we had suggested earlier. Publer is a much better platform for scheduling posts.
Right. Yeah.
This is just, to me, for research, finding articles, either inspiration or posting something. So,
yeah. What does Linda say? What exactly
saying
are? It's just search terms, honey. It's just pick any search terms really so keywords are really what people are searching for. So when you guys are planning down the road, we'll probably do something on SEO. Most platforms right now. So if you're using Kajabi, if you're using GrooveFunnels, if you're using Kartra, any of those, they have integrated SEO, which is very, very tight. Actually, I was watching GrooveFunnels. I was watching some of the newer stuff that came out in the last day, and it's built, and I was talking to my son, who's a big tech guy, right? So it's built on a platform. It's the newest platform. So it's not Bootstrap. I can't remember what it's called, but it loads so quickly, like so lightning speed, that once you type in like your keywords into the little panel that, tells Google what to search, you're going to rank, that page is going to rank, boom, right away up on the top. Like, exactly. It's fascinating because that's how Google rewards you for page load time. So if your page loads quickly, you get to the top of searches. If it takes a long time, they're really not going to promote it, because then it looks like Google's the one that's a little bit slow promoting other people. So keywords are really, if you're doing your blogs and you're trying to make sure you get SEO on it, you're trying to get up in the feed in Google, you have to make sure you understand, what keywords you're using. That's a whole other technology. That's actually a training, because there's lots of free stuff in Google that lets you search to find out what people are searching for, so that you can use those exact same words when you're writing a blog or you're making a title for something.
Exactly. Yeah. You're really, I think that would be a really good one to go through that. It needs its own training.
It's a training day. It's not a Tech Tuesday. Exactly. But anyways, we're gonna go down the social media hole for a couple of weeks, right? And make sure you guys are all up and running on the stuff that you wanted to learn, and then we'll move into the other stuff on training day. So, anyone more questions on it? Anyone? Going on. I got the second one. So mine's a little tiny thing that I think you guys are going to like. So if anyone looked at my story today, you should have, and I'm going to check all your accounts, see if you guys posted after we just taught you how to do it.
And if you didn't, we're going to share it with you now.
So if you click on that, and there's a bunch of other ones. So this is what I posted this morning. So can you just play that instead?
Yeah, just give me 1 sec, because I am going to take off this branding for a sec so you can actually see it. So you're going to see
now you'll see what I'm saying is coming up in captions. Ooh. Really cool, right? And so this cute little app, you can have everything you're saying come up in captions in all different places. You can do a bubble head, you can do what you want. And it's a really cool little app that you literally just have on your phone. You record right on it on the app. And as you're recording in real time, it adds the captions, and it's really, really good. It's called Clip-O-Matic, and all the Instagram people use it. And it's, I think, $6 in the App Store. So if you go to the App Store, no referral fees here, guys. So if you go into the App Store, it's Clip-O-Matic, and it does it right away. And I don't know if Stacy, I don't know if you have it or not. I don't think so. Do you?
What's that?
Do you have Clip-O-Matic?
I do not.
No, okay. So I was going to say you can watch it. So basically, why would we use it? Well, simple, because a lot of people, if you've noticed, like captions, and you can change everything on it, colors and everything else. And the video is really good. But a lot of people like captions because that's it. Because some people scroll and read stories when they're at work or they're in bed and they don't put volume on. So this actually creates all the captions. You can see, you can change it, you can do whatever you want on it, and it's $6. It's $6. So if you're interested in doing that without any effort, and here's the thing, the first thing I thought was they're not going to get this right, because I've tried a lot of captions and most of them are delayed and they screw up your words. So this one got it. Not only did they spell my name right when I said, hey, I'm Faye Chappell, that was all right, but it's literally immediate. It's immediate. The script comes on, which was shocking to me. So you just record it right there, you save it, and then you go back into your stories like Stacy told you guys, you load it up, and then you can add stuff to it. But now you can feel more comfortable that everyone's getting your message, because the truth is, a lot of people never listen to the audio, right? Never in stories. They just swipe, and when they see somebody talking, they just keep swiping because they don't have their volume on.
Or videos in general, whether it's Instagram stories or not, people read videos more than they listen to videos.
Absolutely.
And for a multitude of reasons, whether they're in a crowd, they're at work, they're in a meeting, they're bored.
Yeah.
So you actually have to turn your volume up in order to hear the story. But I'm like, people, I just kind of click through because I'm like, I don't have time to listen. And then the 24 hours, but if they had subtitles, and I'm going to start to use subtitles as well, because I want to use something like this.
Yeah.
Because I know it's a reality. I know it's a reality that people read videos, and
before things were they were a little bit boring, but now you can see even from their sales page, you can do bubbles, you can change colors, you can do whatever you want, and it can look however you want to. And there's nothing to do. You just push the record button. That's it. There's no other, the only thing you can do if you want is you can look at with the script. And if you want to change a word, if it didn't get quite right, or you maybe mispronounced it or something, it lists it by second what the words were, and you can just change it, and then it saves it. So, but there's nothing to do on it at all. I love the apps that there's nothing to do except record.
Exactly. So I just want to go, whoops.
Oh, can't see it.
Yeah, there we go. I had to put in my password. Yeah. It doesn't like it. So again, just to show you, right.
That's why I wanted to record the basic one for you guys. You can go ahead. It's still on my story. It'll be there for a little bit. I just recorded the basic one. That's the one that if I don't change anything at all, that's what it looks like. So it's kind of cool, right? Oh, even Linda said, so cool. It is so cool. So I was shocked that it's that quick. Because I've never seen anything translate that fast before.
Yeah, and just a really quick thing on Instagram stories, to pause, you just touch the screen.
Yeah.
You just touch and hold the screen and it pauses, so that if somebody does want to take a little bit longer to read, they can.
So it's one of those things, like I said, it's $6 in the App Store. It's one of those cool things that you can try. If you like it. If you're not interested in captioning, then don't. I think wait until you're ready to actually be on screen and talk. If you're just posting, you're just posting pics right now, there's no point. But if you're actually going to start talking head, then go ahead and do it. And I think that'll just add for you. And you can do it, for example, what would be great with it is when you do it on Instagram TV, right? So if you do the whole IGTV, then you're going to be able to translate, 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever you're doing, and that will make a difference. See, it looks great. I really like it. So we're going to play with it. So I wanted to do the generic one tomorrow. I'll play with it, add something with color or something with a bubble. I like the bubbles. I want to try that one.
Yeah, I do too. And $6.99 forever is just so cheap, right?
Yeah. So you can spend Tech Tuesday. We try to do a freebie, which you just got, right? Grapevine's free. And then this one's not very much. Again, we're not telling you to go buy it. We're just saying that it's there. Use it if you want. That's what we just do. Add cool tools and hope that you guys enjoy it. So any questions on Clip-O-Matic? It's pretty straightforward, right?
Speak and get the words put on the screen automatically.
Right. So.
And you're recording right in that app, the Clip-O-Matic app. It saves to your phone, and you're uploading it onto your story.
Yeah. And there's all different, there's not cool sparkly filters, but there's all different color filters. So you can actually do black and white and different tones. So it's not just like straightforward. So there's still lots of fun things you can do. If I could add a filter, I'd be even happier. I got to figure that out.
Sparkles.
Yeah. Well, you can also change how it looks on, on Instagram and stuff.
Oh, yeah, but
there's a lot of things that you can do. But anyways, that's it. It's a short and sweet one today, but we wanted to give you something to work on because we're hoping to see lots of Instagram stories this week. Right.
And sometimes I know that we wanted to inspire you with the ability to produce content.
Yeah.
So go do your research on Grapevine, find something, and then go over to Clip-O-Matic and record it. And there you go. It can upload right to your story with words. So it's a perfect combination.
Yeah. And for those of you who are still a little scared, tomorrow, if you're around tomorrow at 7 p.m., we're going to be back.
But not in this group.
No. So Wisdom Wednesday is still here. So make sure you post. Tomorrow's Wisdom Wednesday. Now that you know how to use Instagram stories, maybe you could post some wisdom. And then tomorrow at 7 p.m., right? 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be in the On Point group, On Point Mentors Ask a Mentor. So go ahead and join that. And I'm going to be talking about creating confidence. So I'm going to be joined by Celia Waterhouse, my partner at On Point, and of course, the lovely Stacy, our CTO. And we're going to be doing that at 7 o'clock. So 7 to 8. So if you're still a little hesitant about getting online, you just need a little shot of confidence, join us tomorrow. And I know it's Canada Day, and I know a lot of you guys won't be, but I guess Stacy and I don't have much of a life.
It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.